Hello and welcome to the Deloitte Women's Premier League show. My name is Ash Shashin from Futbolita, and it's going to be a very exciting season ahead of us, especially after the league resumes after a 2-year absence due to the pandemic. Women's football is on the rise, and I'm telling you, you're going to be in for a treat because over the next couple of months, this show will be taking you through all the highlights of the Deloitte Women's Premier League. We're going to be giving you, of course, opportunities to get to know your favorite women's players better. We're going to be having giveaways as well as some special skills segment. And it's all brought to you, of course, by the wonderful folks at Deloitte. And of course, today I'm really excited to be here at the lawn at Deloitte, a really cool place, and this is where all the staff hang out, and I can see some smiles from our guests who also happen to be working for Deloitte. We'll find out a bit more from them in a bit. But of course, this show is all about the Women's Premier League, so let's get to know our guests today. We have 3 wonderful and inspiring women in football in Singapore. My first guest is, Kusumawati, and of course, she's our women's national goalkeeper, aren't you? So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How have you been?
Very good, very good.
Yeah. Okay, and you also came back from the SEA Games, so talk to you about that in a bit, But of course, we are also joined by 2 other wonderful guests. Everyone's really excited to be on the show. I'm very happy, of course, to also welcome from Tiong Bahru FC, Monessha Nair. How are you, Monessha?
I'm good, thank you.
So we can call you Mo, right?
Yeah, we can call you Mo.
And of course, someone I know very well as well, Nadhra Aqilah from Albirex Niigata, also from the Singapore women's team. Welcome, Nadhra.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are also here to join us for our first ever episode of the Deloitte Women's Premier League show. We have plenty to talk about. Wati, I'll start with you first. You came back from the SEA Games, I saw your games, for the women's national team, fantastic stuff, out there on the pitch.
Thank you.
Putting in the, in between the sticks. So how was your experience with the SEA Games?
Yeah, definitely it's a one big experience for me, definitely. It's really an eye-opening kind of thing, The media is all over us, talking about us, the support was strong, It's just a fantastic campaign that me and my team experienced, and we hope to gain more experience from here, and then slowly you proceed from there.
Yeah, absolutely, Wati. I think many of us in Singapore, even those watching this show right now, would say that the Lionesses have done a fantastic job, recently at the SEA Games, and we are very, very proud of your achievements, really. So keep going, and that's what we have this show for, and of course, for the wonderful support from our friends at Deloitte. And of course, let's go to you now, Mo. You're wearing, I would say, I know I love all your kids here. I have to say, we'll talk about the kids in a bit, but Mo, it's the first time I'm actually meeting you as well, so welcome.
Thank you.
How have you been as well, during the season? Are you excited about the upcoming WPL?
Yes, I think I myself and my whole team is very excited for the upcoming WPL. It's been 2 years and we are quite nervous yet excited to come back and play together as a team. Yeah,
okay, so we're looking forward as well to see how Tiong Bahru performs, And Nadhra, you are going to be with Albirex this season, and previously you were with a different team, I believe, right?
Yeah, I was with Tanjung Pagar, and then I changed to Albirex Niigata.
But Albirex have a very strong record as well, so we'll be speaking a bit about that. But are you excited to, finally welcome the WPL after 2 years, not having a league?
It's a bit quite shocking that it's back, but also a very exciting experience that we are all waiting to actually pounce on.
Yep.
So I think all of us are waiting for the opportunity to, showcase our talents and abilities on the field, and I think it's nice that we are all coming back together on the field, like Tiong Bahru.
You guys are playing, you're going to play games.
So it will be a nice competition between friends, and it's going to be good. Yeah.
And speaking of that, over the next 14 weeks, we're going to be seeing some enthralling action at the Yishun Stadium. So every weekend, you guys are going to be there, except for the bye weeks, of course. So are you guys excited? I mean, let's start with you first, Wati. I think the Sailors have a bye week the first week, so a bit of a break, right?
Yeah, so as you guys know that most of my teammates are from the national team, so it's good to have that long break, for us to rest and, recharge, and then have more trainings with the team to bond before we start our first game on the June.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's good to have that first bye.
You guys are fortunate.
Thank you. So we hope to have more trainings before the first game.
Yeah, and you know, we have 7 teams competing in the league this season. So it's Sailors, we also have Hougang United, Tiong Bahru, Steel Aryan, Tanjong Pagar, and as well as Balestier Khalsa and Albirex. And I understand as well that Balestier and Albirex is the first time they're having their team. They just recently established, right? So what was the, you know, what did they tell you, Nadhra? Did they say they wanted to, you know, inspire women in football? Was that what they...
Yeah, of course. I mean, most of the girls gets inspired from the guys team. So having one for the ladies would be a total game changer, I feel. So everyone will be exposed to the ladies and also the men. So it's quite balanced, I would say. So I think it was gonna be a very cool yet very nerve-wracking experience for all of us. Because like, for example, like Albirex and Line City is like the names of the guys teams are quite, you know, up there. So we feel the pressure to keep up with the pace and the name of the club, you know. But it's gonna be something of a challenge for us. So I think we are up for it, right?
Definitely. I love the vibe that you guys are like, we're going to challenge the guys this season. You can do it. You know, just a bit of a reminder as well that you can follow SG Women's Football for all the, you know, updates on the Women's Premier League, Deloitte Women's Premier League, of course. And you know, it's going to be a very exciting season, as I mentioned earlier. So let's get down to, you know, a bit of a get to know you guys a bit more, because I'm sure many of our viewers out there want to get to know more about you guys. So, okay, some of you are coming off, you know, a long absence. So, you know, without the league, we didn't have a league, you know, for 2 years. So, Wati, how did you keep yourself, you know, I would say active during this time?
Okay, so basically, usually I will be busy with my national training. So since SEA Games is done, at the moment we do have our club training like 3 times a week, or if during the free time I will have my own training, you know, go for a jog, maybe gym or something like that. So pretty much like that. It's just a simple workout for myself, because as a goalkeeper you just need to, you know, be strong on your arms. Be strong on your arms. I will go market to carry out heavy stuff.
You're a pro, and we've seen it time and time again for us. And you know, for you, Mo, you know, we've not had the action for the last 2 years. But what are you looking forward to most this season?
I think what I'm most looking forward to is definitely going to come back to be playing with my teammates in the field, on the field, and also fighting really hard for every matches in the WPL.
And Nadhra, what about yourself? What are you like most excited about?
I think for me would be the new experience with Albirex, since it's a newly established team. So I'm looking forward to see what my teammates and I can do and achieve throughout the 14 games, is it? Or 20 plus games. It's a bit, it's gonna be a long season for us, I guess. But all of us would be truly excited to pour our hearts on the field.
You know, fun fact, let's have a look now at, you know, the upcoming fixtures for match week 1. And Nadhra, this is an interesting one for you because you're going to be facing off against your former team. Albirex is going to be taking on Tanjong Pagar. So, how are you feeling about that one?
I'm truly going to see that competitive side of my old club. But it's gonna be, I'm guessing it's not gonna be like a, you know, the kind of competition on the field. It's gonna be fair, it's gonna be, you know, but I'm looking forward to actually seeing them on the pitch, like seeing how they're doing and stuff. Like, we didn't get much time to, you know, meet each other over the 2-year break. But of course, there are times where we set a date to, you know, have dinner, catch up session. So it will be nice to see them in the new Tanjong Pagar jersey. Like, I used to use that, but now it's gonna be a new one on me. So a little bit scared, but I'm sure they won't hurt me.
It's all love, I would say, you know, especially women's football. The other 2 games to look out for, guys, are of course Balestier Khalsa and Tiong Bahru. It's going to be interesting to see how Balestier do as well. First time ever they're having a women's team. And of course Hougang United and Steel Aryan FC. Well, of course, guys, let's go back to you. You know, I want to know, besides yourself, you know, who else, you know, which team do you think, you know, will be will pose a threat to you guys?
Wow.
I know, as Lions this year,
I want to say that because most of my teammates are from the national team, right? So maybe the next team, I would say, because we had some friendly games with some other teams and all. So from what I see, I think Albirex did a pretty good job.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's a bit, it's quite a strong team, I can say.
Yeah.
But you don't know, the ball is strong. Anybody can, change the ball game and all. So, yeah, let's see. You will see how it goes from there, I guess. Yeah.
And Mo, what about yourself?
I believe that all the teams in the WPL, all 7 of them are going to bring their A game. Yeah, so for me, I feel that all the teams in WPL for this season is definitely a worthy opponents lah. Yeah.
Nice. Nadhra, what about yourself? I mean, we're talking just now about the men's team as well. Are you
Yeah.
facing your opponent? Because Albirex and Sailors always have this
Always,
thing, don't they?
always,
Charity
always.
shield.
But maybe for the ladies it will be different. Maybe
Yeah.
it's Balestier, maybe it's Tiong Bahru. Like we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And also like most of us are quite new. Like there's new teams, newly formed teams, and
Yeah.
of course some other players that are different from the old clubs. So
Yeah.
the mixture of talent is very different. But of course the contender I would be scared of will be Lion City Sailors, because I will be seeing some of my national teammates as
Yeah.
well. So it's gonna be tough, but I'm pretty sure if things go well, it will go our way.
Yeah.
I don't know. We wouldn't know.
Okay. And now a bit more about yourself, right, Wati? Have you always wanted to be, a footballer, or a goalkeeper for that matter?
Okay, footballer, yes, definitely. Since young, been watching football with my dad and all, and I can't believe that till now I'm still kicking balls and play at the top level. Yeah, but for goalkeeping wise, I'm not really into that. I wanted to be a striker actually.
Wow.
I want to really score goals, celebrate with my team and all. Yeah, because goalkeeper is all about saving and that's it. People will not remember that, that kind.
No, because you can change the game.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, I wanted to become a striker. I did once that time play for my ex club team. I was my coach actually let me be a striker. Yeah, I was all over the place, but I did some good runs and all. But I think I would rather stick at the back. Why see I'm not there yet?
No, I've seen you yell at your centre back all the time at games, like, hey, make sure you're I think that requires leadership as well to be a goalkeeper, right? So, Monessha, what about you? I mean, how did your love for football start?
I think I always loved football. Yeah, it's just that when I'm younger, I always play under the white deck. Then during school is recess time, after school, always playing football. Yeah, but in primary and secondary, I was playing netball. Yeah, so when I went to poly, then I guess that was the chance for me to okay, let's try a new sport. And it's always a sport that I always wanted to play as a team. Yeah, so that's when I started my football journey as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, And Nadhra, for you, I believe you used to play golf as well, right? And then you have a very interesting background. So how did the football come about?
It's a very incidental thing. It's like not planned at all.
Yeah.
I started when I was 24. I was actually coaching for an academy, and then the coach was like, "Why don't you want to play football?" And I was like, "There's football in Singapore. Like I've never heard of a women's team before." So after I heard that, then I ventured out into like searching for a club and all that. But at that time, I didn't have boots. I didn't know how to kick the ball. So it's pretty much a very 360 kind of thing. So from golf to football, it's totally two different worlds. And I would say that I'm actually glad I made the change, because it's something that I actually wanted to do, but I didn't get a chance to until I was 24. So I told myself like, okay, it's an opportunity, so why not just try it? Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of opportunities, of course, it's a fantastic opportunity for us to, of course, see you guys back in action with the Deloitte Women's Premier League. And speaking of Deloitte, I believe that we have two of you who are currently working for them. So I want to ask, actually, how is it juggling work, working here as well as your football training?
Okay, for me, I think for the timing wise, it's okay, because like it's office hour timing, so we'll be off from work like about 5:30. Then by then we will head down to training by 7 and all. So we have more than enough time. But to do this 3 times a week or maybe like 4 times a week, if you have games on the weekend and all, it's a bit tiring. Work, football, and home, sleep. You don't really have much time, family time basically. But I'm used to it. Like been doing this for years, work and training and all. So I'm coping well, I can say. Yeah.
Nice. And you're a teacher as well, right?
Yeah.
So how do you cope with work and
Waking up in the morning.
Waking up in the morning.
teachers
And
6 a.m.
For me, initially it was a struggle. Yeah, it was challenging, but I was very blessed that because during the pre-season trainings, I was already starting my teaching practicum, my final teaching practicum. Yeah, so I was very, very busy with that. Yeah, but I guess how to say? I guess during my I was very blessed to have good coaches. Like my coaches, my teammates were always checking on me, checking on my well-being. They're giving a lot of like encouragement. Yeah, so from there I really eased back to training, the pre-season trainings, and managed to find a work-life balance from there. Yeah, so it was really good. Yeah, good.
Speaking of work-life balance, do you see much of that as well, Nadhra, for yourself, juggling everything? Because I know that you're quite busy on social media as well. I don't know my secret. How do you like juggle? Wati has said as well, right? Share some insights.
I think everyone has their busy schedule. So as long as you actually manage your time well and handle your emotions and everything, I think it's all manageable. So I would say it takes a few months of practice, I would say, but after a while you will get a hang of it. And of course, Deloitte is a company that supports like athletes, and they have a flexi scheme and all that. So it actually encourages us to work harder in our sport. So I mean, they are very supportive and everything. So I think all of us are very grateful for this opportunity and all that. So yeah,
fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
And let's go to a bit more about your favorite women's player now, because we were speaking earlier about the international players. So Wati, do you have a favorite international women's player?
International.
Or it could be local
it could
as well.
be me.
Okay. Honestly, for me, I don't really watch football that much. But last time, my idol was actually Hope Solo. She's the US goalkeeper. Yeah, she's a legend and all. Yeah. I always like when first time when I played football, right? I really look into her and all. And yeah. I wish I could have her height. She's tall, so that I can cover all the goals and all. Yeah, but yeah, we Asian, we are different. So yeah.
But you can always be Hope Solo of Asia with her tenacity. She's quite a character, isn't she?
Yeah, she's loud and all. So yeah, maybe I would take a bit of Wati Solo.
Wati Solo. There we have it. We've got Wati Solo here. And yeah, I think that's a great choice actually, because I think she's quite an icon. Mo, do you have a favorite women's player?
Similar to Wati, I don't really watch football, but for the recent Olympics, for the women's, I think I really liked Stephanie Labbe. Yeah, so even though I play forward and then a goalkeeper, I think during the penalties, the finals against Sweden, I think it's just her her determination of like really defending the goal against Sweden, and every time she comes to the goal, she's like smiling and she's like so confident. I think that's what inspired me a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. And Nadhra, what about yourself?
I think same like all of them. Don't really watch soccer that much. We don't have time. But I think the player that I look at most would be this Dutch player. How do I say her name? Lika Martins.
Lika Martins.
Yeah. So she's something that I look at most of the time, but unfortunately we don't have much time to watch the games. So yeah, just bits and pieces here and there. Yeah.
No, but I think it's good because all these women that you mentioned have done fantastically well in their sport. They're huge inspiration as well.
Yeah.
For you guys, starting up a new, I would say adventure in the Women's Premier League, and it's going to be very, inspiring to have a look at what they've achieved already. All right, let's talk about the women's game in general now. And one thing I want to know, I mean, you've been in action for a while now. So what do you think of the women's game in recent years? Any improvements?
Okay, I think for now, since we have our social media, Instagram is all over the place. Like we be promoting about our schedule, our women's team and all. So it's been growing, with the social media help, and even for the sponsors, Deloitte. Yeah, it's doing good actually. We are going up, and yeah, I hope that we can have more of this support, so that the outsiders out there can know more about the women's football in Singapore actually.
Yeah, and the support of the fans as well has been good, right? Monessha, you would say in recent years, a lot of people have been very supportive of women's football.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So it was very nice that they had some friendlies coming in, playing at Jalan Besar, and the support there was very good. And then like when you look at the papers, there's so many talks about women's football now, and it's in a rise. So it's really good to see, and the supporters have been very, very good. Yeah. So it's good to see that we all have like the support there. Yeah.
Yeah, and Nadhra, what about you? What do you think of the women's football in recent years? I mean, because you said you started at 24, so now it's been a couple of years now. Since you started and now, what's the difference?
I would say it's very different because when I first started, I didn't even know it existed. So now that I'm in the community and scene now, so it's very different to be in it, you know. So I hope that players like me or who wants to play would actually know about this sooner, so that they can start earlier, you know, unlike me who's a late bloomer at 24. But I hope that it grows to that direction where it's accessible to all these younger females, younger kids, younger girls, and then hopefully they will, you know, see something in the local scene, especially that inspires them to actually try out to be a football player. You know, so I would say it's going in the very good direction, and it has been well developed over the years. Yeah.
Fantastic, and definitely with the Deloitte Women's Premier League, a lot of young kids or even girls will be watching you, all of you all in action. So I'm sure they'll be very inspired. So put on a good show, okay? I'm definitely going to be watching you guys. Okay, so let's go to the fun stuff now, which I really think are happy. Okay, so let's talk about your team's kit, okay? What do you think of your team's kit this season, Wati?
For me,
it's a bit different than the men's one actually, right?
Yeah, it's almost as because we have the blue, the black, and white. I think that's the important color in Lion City. So I like it a lot because blue is my favorite color, I can say. Yeah. And there's a bit of black. Yeah, it blends well.
It's like the captain's armband.
Almost. So yeah, pretty okay. Yeah.
And I believe your captain is it Ernie for your captain?
Ernie Sulastri.
Okay, nice. What about you, Monessha? Are you happy with your? I was just telling them it reminds me a bit of the Thai national women's jersey because of Warwick's, but
for this is our previous season one. Okay. So we haven't gotten our new season one. Will be coming soon. Yeah, but it's still the iconic red and blue color. Yeah. So similarly to Wati, but ours is all like solid. Mostly solid blue.
Are you happy though with the kit? That's the
definitely happy.
You're not young.
No complaints.
Do you have a home and away jersey or
yes, we do have the home and away jersey.
Okay, so what is the away color?
I think if I'm not wrong, it's red.
Okay.
The home should be blue, I think.
Okay. But it's nice though. It's a nice, it's like a Singapore national kit. Nadhra, you are in the iconic orange oranye of Singapore. So gotta get your thoughts on that. Are you happy with the kit?
I would say
with all the sponsors, well done, Albirex.
Yeah, sponsors here. Orange is a very unique color, I would say, and I've never worn orange in my life before. So it's a very, very cool experience. And of course, you know, wearing the new jersey with the the logo. Goosebumps. Nervous. Yeah.
Okay. I think you guys are gonna look great on the kit when you know the league kicks off. Okay, let's talk about boots now. Do you have a favorite colorway? What kind of boots do you like wearing? All black, Wati, what about you?
Okay, for me, I get sponsored by Mizuno and all. Yeah. So if possible, I like to blend it together with my glove. So if it's black, then glove can be either black or white. So you blend well with my jersey and all.
Nice.
So my favorite would be definitely if there's blue, that would be great, But this is my player jersey. Yes. I mean,
this is our
goalkeeper will be yellow and grey.
Yes.
Yellow and grey.
Yes.
So so if that I will blend with black boots and maybe black glove or white glove. Yeah.
Nice. So you get to choose, right? What colors you want on your own.
For my glove and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to choose. So
So pink, no pink.
I have
Something yellow and pink. Black's perfect.
yeah, black blends well with everything, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Mo, what about you? Like, do you have a favorite, boot color or whenever you're looking for boots, do you have
Okay, I
a
have
special
a very
color?
weird, weird thing for boots. Like whenever I buy a boot, it has to be a rounded stud. Like
Oh.
So it's a very
Special.
weird. It's a weird thing that I have OCD. I think. So whenever I enter the shop, all I do is just flip everything. So once I see it rounded, I was like, okay. Then I try and see.
Is there a reason why? Is it because it helps you, on the pitch better?
Yeah, it's just a mental. I think that okay, maybe it will get me to balance better. But not really lah. Yeah, but it's just a thing that I have.
Okay, that's really interesting. It's the first time I've ever heard of rounded boots. Cool, Mo. Nadhra, what about you?
That's a weird.
For me, same as Wati, I'm also using Mizuno.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of colorways, right? So,
yeah, there is.
but for me, I have this thing where I can't use black boots.
Why
It's so
though?
weird. It makes me look so heavy and slow. I don't know why. Yeah. So for me, I like to use white. Anything that has white base and like a little blue or something. Like now I'm using like white and green, so it's like very cool, like the ball.
Nice.
Yeah, but I have no idea whether it would suit the orange. Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it's not about what you use.
Yeah.
It's about how you
Yeah.
act and how you play. And
Yeah.
how, yeah.
So we'll be looking forward to seeing all your boots, okay? I'll be definitely looking at what you guys are wearing. Okay, let's go to how you prepare for a game. So how do you usually prepare for a game, Wati? Do you have a superstition, a special food that you eat?
For me, I will have a heavy lunch, and then I will snack about 4 p.m. I will just snack biscuits or a small bread, and I should stop my food intake by 4 p.m. If I were to load more, I can't really jump or dive.
So no nasi padang.
No.
4 p.m.
And I try to avoid rice.
Yeah,
During
that's
game day.
Avoid rice.
Game day, yeah, avoid rice.
So what is it, pasta or?
Pasta and I like Hokkien mee actually.
Oh.
Yeah, Hokkien mee or soupy noodle or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It will last me till night, and then
after the game
perfect.
you eat,
Yeah,
right?
after the game I will have my dinner and all. Yeah.
Mo, what about you? Anything that you eat, especially before a game?
Yes. Very specific. I will eat one red bean pao.
Only one.
Yeah, I don't know. Every training and match, I always just crave for the red bean pao. So I will buy it, and then in the car I'll just eat it. And it's like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, it's like just a craving.
Most special red bean pao.
Special.
Please show us where the pao was from so we can all get it.
Anyway, though, it's just a red
So
bean
just
pao.
one, it's enough to
Yeah,
sustain
one is
you.
enough. Yeah, but I will have a very heavy lunch before
Okay,
the
fine,
but just
right.
before the game when I'm traveling, I just have to have that pao.
Ah, okay. Wow, today we're learning a lot.
Round boot.
And her pre-match ritual. Okay. What about you, Nadhra? Anything you eat specially before a game?
Actually, I will just eat mashed potato.
Oh,
Yeah, it's light and I think it can sustain you throughout. So because like when you eat, right, then you feel like you can't run.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it something?
Yeah.
If you eat a lot, then you
feel
can't
it.
like
Yeah.
run
Too
fast.
much, right?
Yeah, too
Yeah.
much. Yeah. So mashed potato would work for me.
okay. Okay, what about music, guys? What kind of music's on your playlist before a game? Is it hip hop? I don't know, danduk. maybe? That's like
For me, I would say like club music.
okay.
Oh.
EDM,
Loud,
ah.
yeah, loud.
She will
Like
party first.
yeah, like can you catch the vibe at the same time. Yeah, club music would be my kind of song before game and all.
Okay, nice.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
For me, anything that's catchy.
Okay,
Yeah, just
okay.
the high,
Like a hype music.
Yeah, hype music.
Yeah,
I think I have one weird thing. I have to listen to the same song over and over again.
What is that song,
So
Nadhra?
I have this
Taylor Swift.
It's Khalid. It's the title is Better. So when I first started my first match, I listened to that song and I performed. So I kept this thing. Yeah. So I just keep the song replaying over and over again whenever I have a match. So yeah. It's good.
You know, at the recent women's, I would say, Tri-Nations, and even in your, whenever you guys played, I always saw all the players had different hairstyles. Some of them did braids, some of them did. So I wanted to ask you, like, do you guys do it because, there's a certain superstition or because I know sometimes when you have long hair, it's very hard to run, right, Nadhra? So,
Cannot
okay.
Is there like a hairstyle that you always?
For me, for goalkeeper wise, I like it. No hairs in front of me. That kind. So I will usually bun it and have a headband to stop some little fringe. It's distracting and all. So yeah, I like it bun and I saw one. Sorry. And then and headband definitely. Yeah, to stop the fringe.
She's got the goal. I felt I was gonna fall. So that's a pro for you. Mo, I know you've got short hair. But do you put on a hairband or like do you put on wax to keep
I'll put on like wax as long as it doesn't touch my eyes. So I think that's okay.
Okay, Nadhra, what about you? Do you bun your hair up, tie it?
I've tried so many, but there's only one that worked for me. So it's like a low ponytail.
Yes.
And then this, I'll use a headband, but not those thick ones because it makes me dizzy. I don't know why.
Because it's tight, right?
Yeah, it's super tight and my head is super small. So it's like, So I'll just wax my hair so that whenever you run, right, and then if there's photos being taken, it will be like, it stays.
Most of the girls wax it,
Doesn't it give you headache with the wax? No.
No.
Not really.
But it's like those
water wax.
Yeah, water
Something
wax
like that,
kind of thing. So it doesn't harden your hair, it just makes it stick. Yeah, sometimes it gets in my face and I'm like, and people have said it like, can you stop playing with your hair? Like, okay. Yeah.
So coming soon to a screen near you, some hair tutorials from our Premier League players here. I'm really enjoying this episode actually. It's a great first episode for, of course, our preview show, and we've got a fantastic season ahead, of course. And I have to say, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. And before, of course, we go, I just wanted to say, do you have any messages for fans out there who will be watching the league? Maybe I'll start with you first, Wati.
Just come down to the stadium and support all the teams in Singapore, the women's team. Bring your family members, bring whistle or any kind of drums, make some noise at the stadium. This is a once in a year kind of thing. After so long. So just come down over the weekend. Have some fun, enjoy with us. And just cheer for the team. And the team.
What about you? Any messages for the fans?
For me, similar. Wati said everything. Just come down, enjoy.
Bring a red bean bun as well.
Throw me one. As in, I think it'd be really nice to have the stadium filled with all the supporters. So I hope you all enjoy the whole WPL season as well.
I think for me, it's just like come down, maybe use our jerseys or something. It'll be cool. I think most of the players have not experienced this before, and it will be something that we will appreciate so much. And I think we are so ready to show you what we have on the pitch. And let's show them.
Well, thank you so much, Wati, Mo, as well as Nadhra, for joining me today for the first ever episode of the Deloitte Women's Premier League preview and magazine show. Of course, don't forget to get down to the Yishun Stadium, because every weekend from now for the next 14 weeks we're going to be seeing these ladies in action, for their teams. It's going to be really exciting. And of course, do stay tuned, of course, to the SG Women's Football page, for all the updates. Of course, this show we're going to be doing a lot of stuff like giveaways, competitions, prizes, and opportunities to get to know your favorite women's footballers. I hope that you join us, and of course, don't forget to head on and catch all the Women's Premier League games. I'm Ash Hashim, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Call me.
Call me.